This is a motion to terminate a personal protection order. The moving party is Ritter's in the courtroom. Ms. Turner is also in the courtroom. Would you both please raise your right hands?
Do you solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give in this case is the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God? Yes.
Thank you. The court on June 25th of this year had entered a personal protection order filed by the petitioner, Ms. Turner, against Mr. Ritter. And again, that was June 25, 2026. Set to expire January 25, 2027. After the order was entered, Ms. Ritter timely filed a motion to terminate the personal protection order. And so we'll proceed in that fashion, but the understanding is, under the law, it's the petitioner's burden to establish that a personal protection order should continue. And so we'll proceed in that fashion. Also, as I understand it, there was a USB that was submitted, and the court did review that as well. Apparently, it was some sort of video from inside a motor vehicle, which the court reviewed. So, Ms. Turner, why do you believe that the personal protection order should continue?
Because of that USB drive. I mean, I had an active PPO when that was presented to me, and she was following me around with that acts.
And so this is in part a motion to find her in contempt for violation of the personal protection order. You didn't file that, though, correct?
What do you mean?
You didn't file a motion to have her jailed. No, you did. Here it is.
I did. I took the USB drive to the Bad Axe City PD, and they told me I had to take it up to the clerk's office. When I brought it up to the clerk's office, they told me PD should handle it. But then the clerk's office helped me. They gave me the paperwork to fill out and told me what to do with it.
So the video that's on the USB drive, whose vehicle is that in?
That is out of Miss Ritter's vehicle.
Okay. Okay. You reviewed that as well?
Yes.
So you believe that's a violation of the personal protection order? Why?
Because she was intentionally following me.
Okay. And what do you base that upon?
That she was following me. She was behind my vehicle and then going around corners to, I don't know. I didn't even know she was there until I saw that video. So. Okay.
So on the date in question that the video was made, you were going southbound on Southport Crescent, correct? Mm-hmm. Is that correct?
Yes, that is correct.
Okay, where were you going to?
I was going from my work. I work at Independent Bank. I was off for the day, but I stopped there to see my manager. Her husband, they own Thumb Auto Glass, or Thumb Glass.
Which is right at Carroll Auto Parts.
Yep, correct.
And you were to go there?
Yep, I was going there because my windshield was cracked. I was going to pull up there. I drove through the light. I was going to pull up there, but there was another truck backing out. It was kind of raining. There were other cars parked on the side of the road. I've never been there before, so I was trying to find the driveway, and I just decided to drive around the block to wait for that guy to leave so then I could pull in. So that's what I was doing that day.
So you drove past the driveway. Mm-hmm. You turned on what street? Would it be the first street?
I'm not familiar with Bad Axe. Yes, the first. I just drove the block and turned left.
Okay, there's a doctor's office. Used to be a church on the
I think so, yeah.
And you turned left there?
Yep, and then just drove down and turned left and came back around.
I believe the video then shows you what I call the street that's on where the park is.
The park is, yep.
And you drove through that intersection.
Yep. Just up to the main road to go back to the light.
What color is the vehicle?
My vehicle is yellow.
Yellow. And then there's a third video where you're at the main traffic light where you were facing west.
Correct, because I was in the left turn lane.
And you were going back then to?
Yes, and then I pulled into Thumb Glass.
And your position is that the respondent was at the same intersection facing north.
She was, but all the videos show her going around to find my car.
Okay. Okay. And beside that issue, why do you believe the personal protection order should continue?
At the time when I submitted this, she was pretty aggressively following me around, driving around my house, beeping the horn, getting behind me at lunch, beeping the horn, flipping me off. I mean, when I came to submit this paperwork to the clerk's office the first time, she followed me here, and I have witnesses. I called dispatch to let them know that she was following me. But calling 911 isn't the most convenient thing, and by the time I got someone on the phone, I was literally walking out the courthouse steps, so.
Do you know of any reason why this alleged behavior is going on?
I've never met her before in my life, but as I stated, apparently she dated one of my exes for a short time and was keeping tabs on me for quite a while.
So you don't know her from Eve in any
No.
other situation? And how many times has this alleged following behavior been occurring?
It was several times. I know I noted everything in my initial statement, and then after that, there was a handful of times I caught her behind me, but I couldn't get my camera up in time, but.
Ms. Ritter, your response.
Is it okay if I just read my opening?
Sure, absolutely.
Your Honor, my name is Lindsay Ritter and I'm the respondent in this matter. On Friday, June 19th, my former boyfriend, Kevin Brown, broke up with me. That morning, on June 20th, early in the morning, I found his truck parked outside of a home that belonged to Jennifer Turner, his ex-girlfriend. I contacted both of them that morning trying to talk things out. Clearly, I was upset. I just got cheated on. Jennifer Turner never responded to my texts, nor did she answer my calls. She never sent me a text asking me not to contact her. We never had a conversation. I blocked her number the next day and I thought things subsided. Almost a week later, I got served with a personal protection order against Miss Jennifer Turner. I was absolutely appalled and in disgust with some of the statements that I was reading and knew that I wasn't going to let this woman try to take my rights away from me over hearsay and false allegations because she is upset that I found out about a situation I wasn't supposed to. The evidence that I bring forward today will show that the petitioner's statements are factually incorrect and fail to meet the legal standard for a personal protection order. Ms. Jennifer Turner has not met the required burden of proof, and the claims presented in her request lack the specific factual support needed to sustain a personal protection order. Today, I will present time cards, photo evidence from security cameras, dash cam footage from my vehicle, and a witness testimony that will contradict the petitioner's allegations. The petitioner wants you to believe I have committed a crime, but the evidence presented today will tell a different story. This case is not about assumptions or hearsay. It is about facts. Facts that will prove that there was no threat, stalking behavior, or harassment, and that this order should be dismissed.
All right. Do you have any other witnesses you wish to call?
Yeah, Kevin Brown.
Mr. Brown, would you please step up to the witness stand? Or being seated, would you please raise your right hand?
You solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give in this case is the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Please be seated.
Yes, sir.
Sir, would you please state your name?
My name is Kevin Brown.
Yes, go ahead. You have some questions, please step to the podium and you may ask a question.
Did you witness Ms. Ritter stalking me?
Yes.
And how so?
When we came to the courthouse here to file for PTOs at the same time, not just for yourself, but for myself and for my daughter as well, as I got here before you did, you came from the main light in town, coming through this way, pulled into your parking spot on the right-hand side of the road. Ms. Ritter was behind you. You had already sent me a message that she was behind you at the main light. She came behind you and was honking repeatedly as she went by. We came in, found out the paperwork that we found online was not the correct paperwork, so we were in there 20 minutes, 25 minutes at the county clerk's building here, so we could start filling out forms. Upon leaving, Miss Ritter was driving past us heading west, circled around the main light, came back up at the first block and stopped there. We have pictures of her stopped there at the light. She gave us a look, threw her arms up in the air and sped off and took off like that. So I can say 100% that was undoubtedly her. I'm happy with the situation. I know you have shown me videos that you have taken sitting on your porch of Miss Ritter driving by your house, turning around in the neighbor's driveway next door, so that as she had seen you sitting on the porch waiting to video her and do that. That first night, Ms. Ritter mentioned that she did contact us early in the morning. That was 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning, something along those lines. I don't know how she got Ms. Turner's phone number. It's not anything that I've been able to look up at any point in time. It's an unlisted phone number, but yet she somehow had it all ready to call her at middle of the night after midnight. You sent me several pictures of her behind you. You've texted me several times that she's been behind you, is circling your work. Yes, Ms. Ritter does live 2 blocks away from the bank where Ms. Turner works, but there's no need to be circling the bank to get to her apartment complex.
Any other questions?
Did I know her while you were dating her? Had we had any communication before you told me that she was doing all of this?
No.
I don't think I have any more questions. So.
Ms. Ritter?
For her,
For questions, if you have, yes.
So you're saying that you did see me drive past the courthouse, correct? The day that you and
Several
Mr.
times, yes.
Okay, did you ever get a subpoena to request this information, or do you have any of the video footage from me?
We have the pictures that were submitted to the court for the PPOs of you sitting outside.
I've never received.
I guess not those ones, because this was the
It
day
was
that
the
we
day
were
we
submitting.
Wait. No, I don't need to hear from petitioner. This is respondent. Go ahead, Ms. Ritter, go ahead.
So
The
you
court might have
don't,
received those because my PPO was not submitted until the next week. So I don't know.
I do not have any videos of my, or video footage or, photo evidence in any of these personal protection orders of me in front of a courthouse or my vehicle driving past a courthouse. So did you request a subpoena from the courts to get that? They do have cameras outside of the courthouse, correct?
I don't know what cameras they have. I assume they have cameras.
So did you request a subpoena to get the video footage of me driving by the courthouse that day?
No, because she had already submitted her paperwork that day.
But you are aware you can still file more paperwork after it's the first.
I'm not familiar with any of this because I don't come to court.
Okay. So you do have these photos of me outside of the courthouse,
Correct.
and you are sure it's my vehicle with my license plate?
Correct.
And it shows in those photos that my license plate clearly and me and that
No, it does
vehicle?
not show your license plate. It's the front of your vehicle.
So how are you sure that it's me in that
I
video?
witnessed you in the driver's seat.
That's all I have for questions for him right now.
Thank you. Okay, let's see if I can put this together. How do you know Ms. Ritter?
We dated for a period of time.
Okay. And obviously the dating relationship ended. When did it end?
She was at work. I sent her a message. I had dropped off all of her belongings to her apartment.
I'm just asking when.
Would have been June. I looked up the date. It was Father's Day
That's
weekend.
June 9th.
Father's Day weekend.
This year?
Correct. Yes, sir.
Okay. Do you have a relationship with the petitioner?
Yes.
Is it a dating relationship?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And prior to your allegations that there was some following going on at the courthouse when you filed the personal protection order, do you have any firsthand knowledge of alleged stalking or repeated contact with the petitioner by the respondent before the court date, before you appeared at the courthouse?
To file for the PPO?
Yes.
Yes, so Ms. Turner and I were in contact, and she had sent me several different videos of Ms. Ritter driving by her house, stopping and honking. We have a video, I believe all of these were turned into the Hubbard Police Department.
Okay.
And so
But you don't have firsthand knowledge of it.
I have one firsthand occurrence when that night she came over outside, was honking in the middle of the night, sent me videos directly on Snapchat of her standing outside my vehicle
Who sent
outside.
videos?
Ms. Ritter sent me videos
Of what?
of herself on the road, behind my vehicle, around my vehicle, that was parked on the road next to Ms. Turner's house.
Okay.
So she sent me those where she was frustrated. She went back to Bad Axe, contacted Bad Axe Police Department, filed a report. And the officer told her no contact either way, told me no contact either way. I continued to get contact. Ms. Turner, we were still sitting at her house, and several more times throughout the night, a car that we did not see drove by honking repeatedly the exact same manner that Ms. Ritter did when she was outside Ms. Turner's house.
But you have no visual to indicate for sure that it was.
No, not that it was for sure, but the first occurrence obviously was because she sent me a video of her being there as she was sitting outside honking the horn.
Okay. Any questions in light of the courts? Yes. Any questions in light of the court's questions?
Yes.
Questions?
You said in this last video, I videoed myself honking the horn past Ms. Turner's house. That's in the video that I sent you?
No, you sent me the video of you outside my vehicle, outside Ms. Turner's house. But at that time, you were honking repeatedly several times before the video and after the video. Who else would be doing that at 2 o'clock in the morning?
So you've never seen me honking my horn,
You looked out
or
the window and could see you doing it.
you never seen me honking my horn or seen me driving past her house at all that night?
Not those extra times that you did later.
So the first time that you are claiming that I drove past her house, you did see me outside in my vehicle?
You sent me a Snapchat video of yourself being at that premises.
I was in the video myself.
You were talking in the video. You were holding your phone, talking in the video.
But you didn't see me driving past Ms. Turner's house at all. You don't have that, you didn't record that at all?
No.
If there was a vehicle outside, neither of you guys recorded a vehicle driving past honking, blaring their horn?
No.
Did you call the police and report it afterwards?
Yes.
What police department did you call?
Ugly Police Department.
And did they come and did you write a report?
They did not come.
Why did they not come?
That's a question for them.
So you called the police and they didn't come to let you write a report?
That's a question for them. They're not regularly scheduled. They don't have-
Did either of you guys get a subpoena to have that officer come in here to state that he got a phone call?
It's the standard work line.
Can you answer the question?
I don't file for subpoenas. I don't know how the court process works like you do.
How are you thinking that I know how the court process works?
You know obviously more how it works than I do.
That-
But the fact that you can ask me these
Was this
questions-
not up to you to make sure that you were ready for court, you and Ms. Turner, to make sure
I
that
am
you had
not
all your
required to
facts
be here
ready?
today. I am not required to be here today.
Why are you here then?
To make sure that everything gets on record as it should be.
That's all the questions I have.
You may step down.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Do you have any further proofs?
There was a police report filed, with Ubley, and there was a case number. I included that in my PPO paperwork.
I didn't see that.
Okay.
I didn't see that. All right. Do we should call witnesses?
Yes,
Go ahead.
this would be for the violation of the PPO though that Ms. Turner is.
Okay.
Okay, so my witness is Ms. Regine Allen. She's the manager of the Sunoco gas station in Bad Axe.
Miss, would you please step up to the witness stand?
Do you want me to explain why?
Okay. Morning. Please raise your right.
Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give in this case, the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God? Yes.
Please be seated. Miss, would you please state your name for the record?
Regine Allen, I can spell that for you.
Please.
ReaGyneALlen.
Go ahead. Sure. Any questions?
Yeah. On June 30th at approximately 12:07 PM, you were working at the gas station that you worked at, correct?
Yes.
And at 12:07 PM, you said you were outside that day, right? You had somebody training inside, you were outside, doing something outside at 12:07
No,
PM?
I was giving a job interview in my office. My boss was present and I had an employee at the front end of the store.
Okay. And did anyone in your store hear any honking or any noise outside at 12:07 PM?
No.
I came to you with a subpoena and we went and looked at the camera footage for facing the road from 12:05 to 12:10 PM on June 30th, correct?
Yes.
Did we ever see a yellow Bronco driving east or west from 12:05 to 12:10 on that day?
No.
And then is it true we could not get the video footage to save on a flash drive to turn into the court, so we had to have you come in today to testify?
Yes, I could not figure out a single way to get the video saved onto a flash drive at all. I'm very new at my job and my boss was not available to help provide me with the information to get the video saved.
That's all the questions I have for Sam.
Questions?
No, thank you.
You're employed where again?
Sunoco gas station, the express stop across from Franklin on West here.
The old Mr. Chips?
Yes.
Okay. All right, I don't have any questions. Who said that?
Thank you.
Any objection to this witness being excused? Any objection? You're excused as well.
Thank you. You guys have a good day.
You too. Further proofs?
So in this violation order that Ms. Turner turned in, it states that the PPO was signed and dated on June 25th and on June 30th at approximately 12:07 PM. She was on her lunch break. She was driving down 142 just before self-serve lumber. It says, and she heard somebody blowing their horn. She looked up to see me, apparently in her rear view mirror, swerving, blowing my horn, flipping her off, and then I quickly turned down a side road. This would not be possible if she wasn't even on that road between 12:05 to 12:10, driving east or west. So this is not a factual statement that she put in here for a violation.
Okay. Any response to that?
I don't know exactly what street she drove down. I'm not familiar with all the side streets in Bad Axe. I don't live here, but it was her. It might have been before the Sunoco, but I'm not gonna subpoena a bunch of businesses and upkeep.
But isn't the alleged violation the
It's really for the drive that I sent in.
USB drive here,
Yes,
right here, this part of town?
that's correct.
There's two different ones in here that.
Yes.
Okay. All right. What do you wish regarding the personal protection order?
That it stay in place.
Your wish.
Your Honor, this case is not about protection. It is about misuse of the legal system. The petitioner has made serious claims, but claims alone are not proof. Over the course of this hearing, I've shown clear inconsistencies in their testimony, a lack of credible evidence, and motives that point toward personal gain rather than genuine fear. I respectfully ask the court to deny this petition, recognizing that the evidence, or rather the lack of it, speaks louder than any accusation.
Very well. Petitioner has a burden of persuasion to establish a motion to either terminate or modify a PPO. It's under the Pickering case. Also, burden of proof rests upon the petitioner if there's a violation. And the burden continues that way. And the court has considered the testimony, considered all the evidence. Clearly, a personal protection order was authorized. And after hearing the proofs on a motion to terminate, the court finds that there is insufficient evidence to terminate the personal protection order. Clearly, there was a reason for it to begin with. And from the testimony of Mr. Brown as well, there was even allegations regarding behaviors the date the personal protection order was sought. So clearly, there's a sufficient basis to continue the PPO. Relative to the alleged violations, one of which was alleged to have occurred at the Mr. Chips, I call it Mr. Chips, the Sunoco on the east end of town in Bad Axe. There was testimony from Ms. Allen indicating that there was no video of the petitioner's vehicle in that area. However, court does take judicial notice that I don't know what camera angle it is, but clearly self-serve lumber is to the west of the Shell station. I guess it's Shell, the Sunoco gas station. So it's alleged that apparently there was beeping of the horn and all that going on. I find insufficient proof to find a violation there. The second part, though, is there were 3 videos submitted to the court on a USB drive. It appears to be either a dash cam or maybe a phone being held by someone in the vehicle, where you see the petitioner's vehicle go by, actually going down Southport Crescent. Suppose, according to her testimony, she used to go to get glass repaired at Thumb Glass. There was a vehicle backing out, so she couldn't turn into the driveway. She turns left at the block where the Dr. Roston's office is, takes that to the end, to the dead end, which I would call Park Street, but that's really not Park Street. That's, I believe, South Hanselman. Takes South Hanselman north. The respondent, who apparently ran the video, was at the corner of Hanselman and West South Street. So it appears that, according to the video, petitioner's vehicle is in front, respondent is behind, petitioner goes past the Thumb Glass, turns left, respondent turns left at South Hanselman. They meet again at the intersection because you see the vehicle go by, petitioner's vehicle go by. And then there's a third video where, again, the petitioner is at the main light, and then so is the respondent. So there was a valid personal protection order at the time. And clearly, I don't know how you can chance contact each other that many times. I find a violation of the personal protection. Now, you've had your opportunity. I find a violation of the personal protection order. And it appears that this is a relationship between Mr. Brown and Ms. Ritter that trend. On the bad side, there's a bad breakup. There's now someone else in the picture, and the behaviors that are being alleged, the court finds have been established by the proper standard. Regarding a sanction in this matter, and the court has done this before, this is not a situation where someone was physically harmed, physically threatened. However, I can understand why someone would feel apprehensive, and regarding alleged harassment, which I clearly understand. And so as a result for the sanction, it's simply this, Ms. Ritter. If you see the petitioner, if she is driving down the road in her car, don't follow her, don't.
I went the other way in that video.
Don't associate with her, but there were 3 encounters.
I went the opposite way each time.
She thought the evidence would get the protection order thrown out, but the judge saw something completely different. A woman asked the court to terminate a personal protection order, arguing that the allegations against her were based on false claims and weak evidence. Then came the courtroom showdown. The petitioner claimed she had been repeatedly followed, harassed, and confronted. But the respondent came prepared with videos, witness testimony, and security camera evidence challenging those accusations. One witness even testified that surveillance footage failed to show the respondent's vehicle where the alleged violation supposedly happened. But then the judge reviewed 3 videos showing both women appearing at the same intersections multiple times. The judge ultimately ruled that the protection order would remain and found that a violation had occurred. But there was a twist. No additional punishment was imposed. Instead, the judge delivered one clear warning. Stay away from each other, stop fueling the conflict, and move on. The courtroom battle ended, but the protection order stayed in place.